Oh, you just want to get straight to the meat and potatoes.
Yeah, so there's a we mentioned in the last episode we want to have a little fun. Not that everything we just did wasn't fun, but
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we want to talk about
we growing up
WWE
is
video games.
let's get it.
We
Let's
grew up.
get it.
Okay, so let's get into this. Let's get into this.
I'm
All
ready.
right. So there's two things. There's three things we could talk about. We grew up.
Okay.
Well? Okay, Jay. Let's do an intro first. First and foremost, what
Mm.
is the video? What are the earliest WWE WWF wrestling video games that you played?
Um, when I really got exposed to it early on, uh, I want to say it was shut your mouth, shut your
Damn, you're late. You didn't play any of the 64 games?
mouth. Later on in life, yeah, I did.
Shut your mouth.
Shut your mouth.
No, you shut your mouth. You didn't play. You didn't come up playing No Mercy.
No, I didn't. No,
Damn.
not that I can remember. Not that I can remember. No, not that I
You
can
missed
remember.
out. My brother
Nah.
Dayton,
Uh huh.
he played as China. My career, he loved this. Wasn't even her finisher. He would get the. I don't think it was. He'd put him in the camel clutch. He'd make all them men tap out.
Are you serious?
He won the whole shit. He
Oh
made the
my.
Rock submit with China, the camel clutch. I go submit
Oh my.
is how it would go. Ding 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 ding. Don't you
Yeah,
be like
right.
a woman. He was always China.
Yes. Yeah. Later on in life, I played like No Mercy and all
I remember listening to the music of the theme songs on No Mercy, which
that.
were just looped and they sounded terrible.
You know,
Yeah,
yeah,
it
that
was.
part.
You
Yeah.
look fly today. Woo, woo,
Right.
woo, woo.
Yeah.
On 64, so it sounded all like granulated. It's just and grainy.
Mhm.
It's what it sounded like. All right, so Shut Your Mouth was your first um wrestling
Um.
game. And
Yes.
what was after that? Was it a WrestleMania 19 or something, or was it a
I played.
Here
Here
Comes
comes
the
the
Pain?
pain. Here comes the pain. Shout out to my boy David. Shout out to our boy David. He
Yes.
had the game. He had the game. He had the game cue. He always bring the game cue to my house.
Seven always.
We'll play. Yeah. We played WrestleMania. Let's say
He had 19. I know that.
19. Yeah,
19
WrestleMania
had
19.
what was that? What was that game mode on 19? Because I never played 19, but this looks really fucking fun. Was it Rampage mode or something? Or
Oh, you talking about the
Revenge
one where
mode?
you go to like these like different like buildings and stuff like that.
Man, that looks so fucking goaded.
Yeah, yeah, you can like just throw people off the building. It was so
How
so much
fucking goaded was that?
it was so much fun. SmackDown original SmackDown versus Raw and SVR 607.
And so on. He played everyone after that.
Basically, then I didn't play. I didn't play 13, 2K14,
Yeah, guys, he missed out on 2K14.
15.
You played
I may have
15.
played.
You
I
played
met.
15. You
I
played
had
15
Luke
with
Harper. I had Luke Harper. He had John Cena. He kicked my ass. Um,
That's a funny story.
no, it took so. Oh my god, bro! I think after we did, when did like after we did that match, we started like creating our own like guys. I guess
Mm-mm, you never created a guy on my 2K. Nah, it was entirely too time consuming to do that.
Oh yeah, I think we decided like not. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was funny because we didn't know. I just bought that. I got an Xbox One that day, and I didn't have Wi-Fi at the house, so I went to Jay's house to uh
Wow.
to
Mm-hmm.
to download the game so I could play it when I got home. And I didn't understand the start that just because it says you can play now does not mean the whole game is. It's like it's a demo version of the game basically. So I hit start now, and it was just bare bones. I was pissed as shit. I thought like I'm done with Xbox. I can't believe I bought this stupid shit. I should have bought a PlayStation. I was just being stupid.
Oh my
I didn't
god.
understand these things, man. I didn't understand these things.
Uh-oh.
But
Oh my god.
yeah, that was
Yes.
funny. So me,
Yes.
I grew up. I played. The earliest memory I had was Warzone on 64. I also played it on PS1.
Mhm.
Uh, I played No Mercy, which I mentioned before. So just memories on memories on memories playing that with my brothers, my cousins. WrestleMania 2000. I remember my mom renting that all the time
I
at
played that
a
later on. Like,
movie
man,
gallery.
2000.
You know what I played later on in life?
What?
Um, WrestleMania Arcade on Super Nintendo. I didn't play it
Really?
when it was out, but I remember in high school, my brother Isaiah got a Super Nintendo, and he
Mhm.
found that game. Man, that was so fun because it was basically Mortal Kombat with wrestlers. It was
Oh,
the
okay.
coolest shit. After you knock someone out, After you knock someone out, there's only like 6 or 7 people on the game. 7 or 8 people on the game. When you knock somebody out, they'd fall down, and your guy would just hop on. And Vince McMahon was on commentary, and he'd go, "Pin him, pin him." Vince would be screaming on commentary, "Boom shakalaka!" It's like, yo, if you never do nothing else in life, play WrestleMania arcade game. It is the funnest. But uh, I had an Xbox. My brothers had a GameCube, so I missed out on the greatness of Here Comes the Pain. I never played Shut Your Mouth. I had Raw 2. He always laughs when I say that, but yeah, I had Raw 2, and it was a great game. I don't care what you say. And at the time, it was very visually impressive. It was a very great looking game. Don't shake your head. It was a good
I mean,
game.
Xbox had good graphics.
The original Xbox had it for its time.
Raw
It was
2.
amazing. WrestleMania. I had WrestleMania 21. I found out later in life that everybody hated that game, and the game was the shits. You couldn't tell me that. I had no idea. I remember I remember SmackDown versus Raw when I started watching TV SmackDown every week. I remember seeing the SmackDown versus Raw trailer, and I was so mad that it was a PS2 game. I was like, damn, the name sounded cool. Yeah, I remember my mom saw it. She said, "Oh, we need to get you that." I said, "It's on PlayStation 2." I remember my mom saying, "PlayStation 2 has all of them."
Yep.
So when the next year rolled around and I saw the trailers for WrestleMania 21, and it would say only on Xbox, I got excited. So, oh, this was my game. That was my first time getting a wrestling game and it being the newest game out.
Mm-hmm.
So I played the hell out of that game. That game has a special place in my heart. The career mode was pretty
Yeah.
fun. I'm sure if I went back and played it, I understand why everybody hated it. But at the time, I loved that
Mm-hmm.
game. And later that year, my brother got Day of Reckoning 2. I never played Day of Reckoning 1. And the story mode on Day of Reckoning 2 is a direct continuation. So I was a little confused, but it was a fun game. And I got '06 because my brother Isaiah got a PS2 for Christmas. And I got SmackDown vs. Raw 6 for Christmas, which is only on PS2. And he didn't have a memory card, so I bullied him out of his console all the time, and pretty much just deboed it. And because we didn't have a memory card, me and my brother Dayton, we'd stay up all night, unlocking pretty much everything, and not wanting to turn it off. And we did that every weekend. And eventually, the PS2, as tough as it wasn't gonna survive all of that. And
Yeah.
we destroyed my brother Isaiah's PlayStation 2 unapologetically, and he's never let me live it down. And it's all SmackDown versus Raw 2006 fault.
Oh man.
So now you know a little bit about us. He never played 13 or 2K14 to 15. I had came into some trouble and 2K17 through 2K19 I didn't play. I played 2K18 a few times, but I didn't own it. Uh, I played with some friends. So I'm not well versed. I know I missed out on 2K19. I hate that. I played 2K20 though.
Oh man.
So, without further ado, we're 52 minutes into this podcast, and we didn't even get to the meat and potatoes of what we want to talk about. So, now that we got the pleasantries of that out of the way, what we want to get into, we can talk about gameplay on our favorites and least favorites, which that's a little more intricate. The two other ones is what I'm interested in the most: grading and ranking the career modes of each game,
Okay. Okay.
and the soundtracks, which I feel is so untapped and no one,
I
at least
agree.
that I know of, has talked about that on podcasts.
I agree. I agree.
So, what do you want to tackle first?
We can do. You want to do the my career?
The
My
career,
career and soundtracks. Yeah.
which one you want to start off with?
Let's do my career.
Okay.
My career.
Who at, excuse me. Who had the better, which video game, which career modes in wrestling games did you enjoy the most and enjoy the least? And why?
Oh man. Have to choose.
While you're thinking about it, I'll give you mine.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll give you mine. All right, so I'm gonna give an honorable mention to WrestleMania 21. Fuck
Oh
y'all
no.
haters that want to shit on that game. It was a cool fucking career. Because you were like this rookie who I guess you were a heel because you said heel shit to people for no reason, but you started on Velocity and then you ended up on SmackDown. You won tag team titles with Booker T. Uh, Kurt Angle was a hater, so he paid Evolution, I think, to attack you, and like somehow you're off SmackDown for whatever reason. I don't know if you got so hurt that Vince let you go or what it is. Eric Bischoff stops you. Hey man, I'll sign you to Raw. I'm gonna get you back on track. And you ended up wrestling Bret Hart in a gym. You wrestled Mankind in a basement or some shit. Like it was just crazy shit. You wrestled The Rock at an indie event, which is so weird because even back then he was a big movie star. Uh, and then you go on Raw and you're basically Eric Bischoff's lapdog until you say, "Hey, Eric Bischoff, I don't want to be your lapdog anymore." Anyway, it ends with you beating Chris Benoit for the heavyweight title, and then it is a title unification match against Triple H, I think. And
Yeah.
you end up being undisputed champion at the end at WrestleMania 20, even though the game's called WrestleMania 21. It doesn't really make sense. But honorable mention to WrestleMania 21. I love you. Special place in my heart. I don't care what nobody says. I love you, baby. WrestleMania 21. I know people love Road to WrestleManias, and I did too. And I understand why they did it. You could do more with those. You could have more specific superstar specific storylines,
Mm-hmm.
but the season modes in 06 and 07 hold a special place in my heart. They just they just hit something here.
Oh.
They just
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that who ran down Teddy Long storyline on a
Well,
SmackDown.
you. When Tilo got iced.
Yeah, I know your character's a little. Now that I'm older, your character on there is a little suspicious. He's just asking
Yes.
everybody a question like, "Who the fuck is you?"
Who was you?
You know what I mean? And then like, don't you end up being the guy to run him over at the end?
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
You
it's a
do.
weird ending, but you end up being a heel.
Like you end up being the guy. You know.
Yeah,
Um. Yeah,
it's
but
always
definitely.
the guy that asks too many questions.
Yeah. I agree.
That's one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite storylines. Period. To play in a wrestling game is who ran over Teddy Long. What did John Cena say? RVD is the cat that rolls thunder and home smoke. but gets his ass whipped when he messes with grown folk. I still remember the rap he did. Oh, that you blaze trees, I break knees.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I remember. I'm the whole. What would he say? I'm the whole damn show from sunlight to sundown. Van Dam's the reason Teddy Long got run down.
You could throw him up your ass, RB.
RVD. Oh man.
Oh my god, man, that literally, that season mode is insane.
And
That
remember
was
the
insane.
Raw season mode, the Legends tour?
Yes,
That
that
was
was good.
great.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
There's so many good storylines in that one. Oh 07 took it up.
Yeah, '07 did take it.
Remember when I was playing as Kurt Angle when I did the Candice and Michelle storyline with the Magic Wand?
Oh yes,
That was
yes,
great.
yes.
He's looking in the mirror as a girl and he's like, I think I'm a 10. I'm and that worked so well for Kurt Angle. I'm so glad I was playing as Kurt Angle when I did that. You can just see that. Did you
Yeah,
ever play as
definitely.
Undertaker just to hear him talk in a normal voice?
I don't think I ever played Taker. Okay, no, 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 I don't think I ever played Taker.
It didn't fit. None of the storylines fit him at all.
No, I definitely did Taker.
Remember the Eddie
Definitely.
Guerrero storyline
Yes. Yes, 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 yes,
where
yes,
he
yes,
had
yes.
he stole Undertaker's urn.
Turn, yes.
Then you had to bury him alive, which was kind of weird because he died the year that game came out.
Oh shit.
Remember how eerie that felt?
Yeah. I didn't even think about that. Holy shit.
I
Yeah.
thought about it at the time. I was like, yeesh.
I didn't even think about that at the time, no. Whoa. Okay, so for me, like '06 and '07 hold a special place in my heart. Um,
Yes.
Especially once we get into the soundtracks and everything, oh my god, whew. Oh my god, you'll see why.
And
Um, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead,
no,
go ahead.
if you have something to say, go ahead, because I can get long
No, go
winded.
ahead. No, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
So another one of my favorite modes that I ever played career wise, Ray and Batista co-op
Oh,
Road to WrestleMania '09, SmackDown vs. Raw. That was so fun. I remember I was Batista, my brother Dayton was Ray. It's the first thing we did when I got the game was do that co-op mode. Growing up, it was just really cool. I remember I whooped his ass at the end, and he was all like mad. It's like, all right, but I get it. Don't rub it in. I said, I didn't rub nothing in. What are you talking about? But it was
I remember,
fun.
I remember playing '09. I had it on PSP.
Don't that suck? I had '07 on PSP.
I had it on PSP. Yeah, it wasn't the best. It
There's
was not.
no,
It wasn't the best.
yeah,
It wasn't the best.
there's no
I do.
multiplayer unless you knew somebody else with a PSP in the same game and internet.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's true. I do think like was it 2011? Like you can like go backstage and all that stuff. Like it was like an open.
Yeah, that was cool. It was a nice touch.
That was cool.
Christians had an awesome road to WrestleMania.
Christmas was pretty awesome.
Christian was awesome. Jericho's '08. I mean Jericho's road to WrestMania '09 was good too. Dude, the versus Undertaker one was great when you had the battle royal with the Druids.
Yo, yes, yes,
I was
yes.
always R-Truth or Created Superstar.
Why? Why were you our truth?
What the fuck is that supposed to mean? He's one of the characters you could pick at the time. It was created person, John Morrison, Dolph Ziggler, or R-Truth. Who was you?
I'm not even. You said which one was it again? Rey Mysterio.
No, 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 no. You couldn't be Rey Mysterio. R-Truth, Dolph Ziggler,
Archer,
John
Ziggler,
Morrison, or
John.
created superstar. I
I
was
might have been
either.
creative. I think I was creative.
I was too. I was
Okay,
R-Truth too.
you Archer too.
Fuck's that supposed to
Uh,
mean?
nah, just focus.
Suntan Superman.
Oh my god.
It's my man.
Yeah.
I gave him a demo of mine one time. He didn't get back to me.
I think I remember you saying that too.
Yeah, that was about 10 years ago. To be in his defense, it was a really
Brief.
it was pretty trash.
Was it?
Yeah, it was pretty trash. I don't blame him. I wouldn't get back to me neither. But
Oh
yeah,
my god.
I saw him at a signing at a Aaron's rental in Mobile, Alabama. I gave him my demo. But yeah.
No, say like, look at me now, True. Look at me now.
Yeah, I have a podcast.
I got a
I'm gonna
podcast.
talk all kinds of shit about you.
I got an EPL. You know what I'm saying? No, we love True over here, man. We
Yes.
love True.
I had a big crack lighter looking lighter. It was an R
Mm-hmm.
Truth lighter I had on my dresser forever. And when I found out he was gonna be in Aaron's rental, I grabbed that shit and I got an autograph. I was so excited. Thought it was so cool. I went to the house show in the Civic Center that night. I put that shit in my pocket and I was excited. We went to Waffle House after, me and my boy Daryl and his buddy at the time and my brother Dayton. We were just talking about how cool that night was. Cena and Ryback main evented that night. And that tells you how long ago it was. And Daryl was like, "Hey, that's pretty damn cool. And you got R Truth's autograph on it. You had an R Truth autographed R Truth lighter." I was like, "Yep, I sure do." I pulled that bitch out.
Oh,
The ink,
man.
the ink completely washed off. It was, I put my, I took my pocket out. That shit was all in my pocket. It completely washed out. I said, "Fuck no. I just can't get him to sign it again. I can't call him up. He's got my number. Maybe he can call me up about how great my demo was. But other than that, I have no way of getting in touch with him to get him to sign this again." But that's okay
Oh my god.
because
That's all right.
with my help, he ended the Undertaker streak before Brock did. So it's okay.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
And that's how he let back around.
Yes, sir.
2K15 had a 2K15 and 16 was just boring career wise. I didn't play any of the other ones. 2K20, I know 2K19 was pretty cool. 2K19 was good, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah. It was
The
good.
career mode was really good.
Yeah. It was pretty good.
I hate to miss that on that.
Um,
2K20 was bold. I'll give them that. I appreciate how creative the idea was, but I mean the writing was kind of.
yeah. The writing could have been better.
I don't have a lot of time in my days today to play a lot of the My Rise on 2K23, but I will say what I have played, I've really enjoyed. The Lock storyline. That's the one I'm on now. It's been really good. Have you played 2K23 yet?
Um,
Oh, you're in for a treat. It's fun. It's good.
I just got NBA 2K23.
No, I got
I
you.
just got,
Yeah, I got that too. Too bad you're not an Xbox guy. We could.
it's cross gen, isn't it?
No, it's
Isn't it?
not. It's not. I checked.
I'm about to say, you can get your butt whooped. You know what I'm saying? It's 2K.
Yeah, but after
Okay.
that, we what?
I do plan on. I am gonna get the cross gen WWE one for sure. I'm gonna get that for sure. You definitely get your ass whooped for sure.
Ain't nobody whooping me in WWE.
Okay, okay. Yeah,
Oh
shit.
yeah, by the way, Vassetti B. That's my name on Xbox. So if anybody wants some, they can get some. Just putting
Hey,
that out
my,
there.
hey, you want to play 2K or something? Jay Mosley, 2518.
Yep. So if
What's
you
up?
on if you got a PS5, hit this guy up.
Yes, sir.
If you got an
Yes, sir.
Xbox, hit me up.
Yes, sir. All right.
Um. So
Mm,
so we both kind of agree. 0607 is the
I
best story.
think it's yeah.
What's better?
Ooh, I think oh 06. Oh 06. Oh 06. Oh 06. Oh 06, man. Oh
The one
06.
thing that holds '07 up is you can be world champion really early if you win 4 matches.
Yeah,
The problem with that is once you win the world title, you don't want to lose it. But if you don't lose it, you just do the same matches after a year.
right.
So I remember losing on purpose just to play other stories.
Mhm.
That's the only thing that kind of holds it up because that's kind of lame. So
I
I'd
think
give it to I'd give it 06.
I think last year's like it was a lot easier to level up. I'll say that.
2K22
Last
story mode was boring to me. I never felt interested. I couldn't even get past NXT. 23's
it's
is way better.
it's literally never ending. It's wild. How
It's
never
just
ending.
pick a story. 2K23 is kind of like that too. It holds me more. This 2K22 never held me. I didn't
Yeah, two
care.
K 2K20 is probably my least favorite.
2K20 is your least
2K20
favorite?
probably my least favorite.
It's
Probably my
not
least favorite.
mine. It's not 2K15. It was a lot more boring.
That's my move on.
2K15 was
Well, you said it was bare bones, right? It's bare bones.
it was so bare bones and it was a little too realistic. Because Triple H would message you saying, "Hey, we have nothing for you. You want to just wrestle on Superstars?" That happened a lot.
Oh,
I was like, "Okay, y'all getting too realistic."
really?
Yeah, yeah, that
What?
happened a lot.
Oh wow.
Yeah, 2K16 wasn't much better. They tried. My dumbass, I don't like playing Legend difficulty either on career mode because you end up
And
having to do 3 finishers to a lower card guy on an episode of Raw, which is
so I
it gets a little annoying.
I played the universe mode on 2K22. Like like the superstar. You can be like a superstar or whatever.
Yeah.
I chose to be. I was Dr. Kovic at first, but then I changed it to Seth, and I put that short on Legend. I'm like, oh my god, it is hard. It really it is hard to
I
play
mean,
on
it's
Legend.
it's doable, but yeah,
It is, but like,
it's good for
how
racking up points if you're trying to get virtual currency.
how many finishers, man? How many?
It's
And
fun,
then
but on a career mode, it's too
and
much.
then and then the reversal system is broken. I've said this 2K, your reversal system